Hi guys. We just ended quarter 1, and I just lost a $54,000 deal this quarter. I'm just making this video to just try to analyze what could have gone wrong, right? So here's a little bit of the background. This lead came as an inbound. We did the qualification call. I did the qualification call. So the CEO himself had joined the call, and he gave us a list of problems that he was facing with his current vendor. There was no customer support, and um in broadcast, right? So there is a concept called as black frames. So once if you're watching a television, if you see some black frames, right? So if there is no video that's playing out, so that's a very negative experience for the viewer. So this was something he was facing, the CEO was facing with his current vendor, right? So this deal went on for almost like 3 months, starting from February end, and he said no to us this month, which is in May. Sorry, this is June, right? Yeah, June second week or third week. So once when I look back at what could have gone wrong, right? So you had the decision maker, number one. You also had the operations manager, who was the main influencer, right? And it so happened that during the POC, uh, they were using their vendor for almost like 12 plus years, right? So the operations manager was familiar with the software layout, what they were using. So when we started the POC, right, so this was a proper opportunity for us. Um, and post the POC or during the POC, the operations manager stopped coming in the call. So that was very fear to us. And we, as in like me and my POC team, which consisted of sales engineers, we did not mind it too much because the CEO was present in almost every call. So since the CEO is a decision maker, right? So we thought the deal would probably go our way. We would have won the deal. We thought we would have won the deal. But post the POC, the CEO responds saying that they're not going ahead with us, and because their operations manager isn't comfortable using our product, although our product had better UI compared to his current vendor. It's just that he did not want to switch, right? Um, so we lost the deal. Uh, I just kind of did a little bit of an analysis as to what could have gone wrong. Um, I think the first important point is we need to take into consideration all the stakeholders uh, that are in the company, right? So one of the biggest mistakes that I made is when he was saying that he was losing subscribers, when he was not getting the customer support. I did not quantify it. Like, for example, if he was losing subscribers, how much, what percentage, what has that resulted into, right? How has that impacted his revenue, right? So we, I just couldn't do it in the first place, right? So there we have. I mean, at the end of the day, we lost the deal, and the customer, the CEO, I would say, uh, despite having so many problems from his current vendor, chose to stick to his current vendor and not shift to us, right? Because I could not quantify the properly. So he just decided that, whatever the operations manager says, we will start living with the problems, whatever we have got. We will not change, right? So that was the biggest lesson that I learned after losing this deal is we need to take into confidence every stakeholder, right? It doesn't matter even if he's not a decision maker, even if he is an operations manager or any employee who would be using your end product, they have the biggest influential powers. At the end of the day, if they say that they're not going to use your product, the CEO or even the founder would not have too much of choice, right? So I think this was my biggest learning. Uh, Quantifying every problem, if you can quantify each and every problem and its impact, it is definitely going to help. Uh, it helps the CEO, it helps any person, I would say, not just the CEO, but any decision maker to look at the problem in a different perspective, right? Rather than we as sellers or helpers, we cannot accept vague statements like, we are losing subscribers. I mean, we are losing subscribers is a very vague statement. By how many? Is it 10? Is it 20? Is it 50? And what exactly is the impact of losing these subscribers, right? What is the impact? If the impact is not great, no one is going to buy your product, right? I think that was the biggest lesson that I learned from this quarter, especially from this deal. And I just thought that, I should share with you guys, right? So let me know if you guys have lost any of the deals. I would want to know what was your analysis of why you lost those deals, right? Cheers and all the best for the next quarter. See ya.